favorite part of the day is listening to music.
Oh, it's awesome.
Good morning, Fort McMurray, Wood Buffalo, and the rest of the world. You've tuned in to the Mac City Morning Show. I am your host, Elliot Pierre, and we're going to start the show off the same way we start every show off, with a moment of gratitude. I know you could be doing a million other things with your time, so the fact that you're spending with us truly does mean the world to me. On that note, Tanner, hit him with it.
How's she cutting me, loves? You're listening to the Mac City Morning Show.
All right, we're back, and as you can see, we are not on set. We are at the Fort McMurray Golf Club, and it's been great. I'm not going to lie, the weather's been awesome. The people who've come to talk to us have been awesome. The food's been awesome. And I'm not going to lie, although it's the morning show, we've had a few adult beverages, and they've been awesome as well. So thank you to the Fort McMurray Golf Club for hosting us for the last few days. It's been amazing. Now, our guest today is another banger of a guest, my favorite type of guest, because I don't know who he is, never met the man before, so I'm going to learn who he is with you. As you already know, I do not introduce our guests. I let them do that themselves. So on that note, sir, tell the people who you are and what you're about.
Hi guys, my name's Kaghlen Roberts. I'm a server here at the Bear and Buffalo restaurant at the Fort McMurray Golf Club. I'm at Ryerson University going into my second year this fall, and I'm taking sport media. That's pretty much all you need to know about me, all that there is to know about me.
Well, there's one extra thing that they should know about you. You're telling me you're a fellow podcaster.
Yes, I actually am. I run my own podcast. It's called Kegs to Riches. I run it with my friend that's also in my sport media program, and it's just talking about like relevant stuff in sports. We try and get it out weekly, but we are very busy, so sometimes it gets delayed a bit and whatnot, but we still have fun doing it. We're not trying to have it super serious, but we're talking about some serious topics, but still having some fun with it. So I think it's a really good mesh of like being serious about the sports and what we need to be serious about, but still having fun and just shooting around with the friends.
Right. So now when you guys do this podcast, are you guys doing it in Fort McMurray together, or are you guys doing it over like Zoom or Skype?
Yeah, we're actually doing it over Zoom because I'm here in Fort McMurray, but my buddy that I'm doing it with, he's in Columbia.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so we're both got into the same program, the sport media program at Ryerson, and we started talking, and one day I was like, hey man, let's start a podcast.
Yeah.
Just talking, and then one thing led to another, and like a week later, we had our first episode up.
That's epic, man. So how many episodes deep are you guys?
I think we're only like 9 or 10 episodes deep. It's not very big right now, but it's just mostly, like I said, something for us to get experience, something to get our names out there. If anybody listening wants to go check it out, it's Kegs to Riches. You can find it on almost any major streaming platform.
That's awesome, man. That's phenomenal. Hey, listen, you got to start somewhere.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm about, is like, no matter how big or small it is, it's going to get you experience. It's going to help me get into the industry and where I want to go. So I think that even like, because I did the Oil Barons, I did a bit of color commentary for them this year, but it got cut short. But it's still experience that I'm getting that is going to propel me to where I want to be in my field and how I can get there and teach me about this industry before I get into it.
That's right. Now, before you got into post-secondary, where did you go to high school?
I went to high school at Avenview High School. It's in Windsor, Nova Scotia. It's only about like 1,000 kids. Not a very big high school, but yeah.
Okay. And so what brought you to Fort McMurray? What brings you to Fort McMurray right now?
I used to live here.
Okay.
And so my sister is the manager of the Bear and Buffalo restaurant.
Okay.
And I came to live with her and work for her while I had my online school this past year.
Yeah. And how are you liking Fort Mac?
Oh man, it's so good to be back.
Yeah.
I missed it so much, just everything about it. It was just, there's some sort of, I talk to my brother-in-law, Troy, about this all the time. There's just some sort of feel about this town, city that just draws you in. There's something about it that you can't quite place your finger on.
Yeah. It's an awesome spot, man. And you got lucky to have a sister that hooked you up with a sweet job like this one. This is a great place to work.
I get to come here, I get to look off the beautiful patio, the best in town, I would say, work for the best manager, and have some awesome customers that come into the restaurant. Honestly, I don't think it'd get better than this unless I was doing radio broadcasting full time.
Hopefully somebody sees this and hooks you up with a radio broadcasting gig.
That would be awesome. I'm 3 years away for anybody listening from my degree if you want to hook me up real quick.
That's awesome, man. So I'm going to get you in a little bit of trouble here.
Okay.
You're from Fort Mac. You spent some time here.
Yep.
Favorite pizza joint?
Oh, God. Joma's. Has to be Joma's.
Which Joma's? Which location?
Oh, I don't know. I never ordered from there. My parents always order, and I know their lasagna that comes in the circle tin plate is the best in town. It's so good.
I love it. Yeah, like I'm a Joma's snob. we don't talk about the hierarchy, but we talk about number one billing for me is Thickwood Jomas. Hands down, that's my favorite go-to Jomas.
I
Or
live up in
pizza.
Gregoire, so I probably don't have I don't really get to the Thickwood Jomas much.
That's right. You're Beacon Hill Jomas,
Probably, yeah.
which is a good Jomas.
There's also a Gregoire Jomas.
There's a Greg.
Yep.
OJ's. It's not called Jomas.
I thought there was a Jomas in Gregoire.
I think there used to be. I think they actually changed it up now.
Yeah, I think it's OJ's, like original Jomas. That's what OJ stands for.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
well.
like, to the best of my knowledge, just for people at home who are watching, and I could be wrong, please, in the comment section, let me know. You have Beacon Hill Jomas, you have Downtown Jomas, you have Thickwood Jomas, and you have Timberley Jomas. Those are the four that I'm aware of.
And Beacon Hill.
I said Beacon Hill, right?
No, I don't think you did. I thought you said downtown.
Beacon Hill.
You might have. You probably did.
We
I'm
got
not
it
very
on
intelligent.
recording, so we can do the playback later.
That's right. So those are the four that I'm aware of. But yes, OJ's was in Gregoire, and it stands for Original Jomas. Please hit me up in the comment section.
I don't think it, then why was there an OJ's downtown? Like, not the bar, but there was an OJ's Pizza and Steak downtown, too.
That's right. I think, if you're asking me for real,
I am.
I just think it's a coincidence.
All right.
Now, we'll find out in the comment section because you know some historian is going to hit us up. Probably CJ Phillips.
Yeah, I was going to say CJ, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you're back in Fort McMurray. You're working at the golf club. We're going to talk about food because that's where you're working. And we're
Of
on the
course.
subject anyways. What is your favorite menu item that you're eating at this establishment currently?
It would either have to be. I'll give you two options here. Both are really good. The lamb burger. It's a nice lamb burger with some spring greens and some garlic aioli with a couple slabs of brie cheese that just get all melty and gooey. It's actually really delicious. Or the clubhouse. You can't go wrong with the clubhouse here. I will say that I will stake my career that this is the best clubhouse in Fort McMurray.
Wow, high words. It is very good though. I've never had the clubhouse sandwich here, but today Dennis ordered me the clubhouse wrap.
I'm more of a bread kind of
I
guy.
am too. But the wrap was something else because they like grilled it.
And you also earlier you got the summer salad, which is also another very good item on our menu.
You ordered me the. I was here with Dennis 2 weeks ago. I think. You got the lamb burger for me. Or maybe
Sounds accurate enough. If somebody asks me for a recommendation,
Yeah.
the first thing comes out of my mouth is lamb burger with a summer salad.
It was something else, man. It was. I'm a burger.
Oh,
It was a good one.
phenomenal.
So we're at the part of the show right now called the Max City Minute. This is Tanner's segment. He's gonna ask you 5 questions. I have no idea what he's gonna ask you, so best of luck. Tanner, hit it with the Max City Minute.
Question number 1 for you. What is your favorite sports moment to talk about?
Oh, it would definitely have to be Jose Bautista's bat flip in the 2015 ALDS against the Rangers in the bottom of the 7th, where he just hits that crazy home run and just bat flips. Oh, it's one of my favorite moments ever.
Question number 2. Why is it better to serve at the golf course than any other place?
I have the best customers, some of the best food in town. Can't say much more than that.
Question number 3. What is the biggest draw for you to sports media?
I've just played sports and watched sports and been involved with sports for almost all of my life. Like it would be get home from school, watch some sports. Wake up on the weekend, watch some sports. Oh, there's an Oilers game. Oh, there's a Blue Jays game. It was just all about sports all the time for me.
Question number 4. What do you think is the most important sports moment?
There's a lot of answers here. But I think probably one of the most defining would definitely have to be Jackie Robinson getting into Major League Baseball. And although he wasn't technically the first baseball player, African-American baseball player, he did make huge strides for the African-American community in the sport of baseball. That was a very predominantly white sport.
And your final question. If you could work for one sports media company, who would it be and why?
To work for the Oilers. I'm a huge hockey guy, so it's one of my favorite things to do.
And those have been your 5 questions.
You obviously didn't miss a beat with that last question. Edmonton Oilers, it's done. We're finished.
Oh, I was about to cut him off. I was about what team would you most want to Edmonton Oilers? That's probably the answer for any of them.
That's awesome. Now, before we go, because I know we're running short on time, there's one thing that I noticed as soon as you sat down in that chair. got on your wrist, my man? I'm a watch guy.
Oh,
What kind of watch is that?
I won't lie to any of the viewers. I could fake it and say it's a Rolly or a Nixon. It's not.
Yeah.
It's a $30 watch from Winners.
Okay. I like it. Here's the thing about watches. It doesn't matter the cost.
As long as it looks
As
nice.
long as it looks nice and you like it.
Yeah.
That's it.
I mean, I get a couple people like you that are, why do I need to go and spend a couple $100 on a Nixon or a couple grand on a Rolly
Yeah.
when this looks arguably just as nice and it does the same job?
That's exactly it. No, listen, man. That's what I can't stress this to the viewers at home. If you want one of those watches, go nuts and buy them. But if you don't, and you just want something to tell the time that looks nice, so many options out there.
100%.
And you just got the effect of a $1,000 watch. I saw it. I liked it. What kind of watch is it?
Exactly. I mean, like, you have flashy watches, and I mean, sure, but I would rather invest my money into something that's going to get me more money in return than have a nice watch on my wrist.
Cool. Well, then there you go. Winner's watch. I love it. I love the honesty. So we're done now, but at the end of all shows, we give our guests the opportunity to do a shameless shout out. So who do you want to shout out? How can people support you? How can they find you? Who do you want to give a shout out to? You're up.
All right. As I've already said, my podcast is Kegs to Riches, but you can also check out theintermissionsports.com. I write a lot of articles there, and we have many talented writers, as well as my mother. I would like to shout out my mother. I'm sure a lot of people do that. But hi,
Shout
Mom.
out your
You're
mom.
probably not listening to this, but I hope you can get to hear this at one point.
There we go. I love it. I love shout outs to moms. Okay,
We love
everybody
our
out
moms here at the Mac City Morning Show, don't we?
There we do. Our moms are big supporters of the show. So everybody at home, thanks for tuning in. Fort McMurray Golf Club, thanks for having us. This has been great. Dude, thank you so much for being an awesome guest as well.
Oh, thanks for having me on. This was so much fun. I did not expect to come into work and get to do a podcast.
There you go, man. Okay, well, everybody at home, hopefully you're having a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
How's she cutting me, loves? You're listening to the Mac City Morning Show.